Hello, this is a follow-up video to our previous one on plotting, doing some piloting plotting using an electronic chart program, qtVlm. We're doing the same thing we would do on a paper chart, except we're using electronic tools here. And the previous video covered range and bearing and two bearing lines and so forth. And so I'll refer you, the link is in the description here, and refer back to discussion of those bearings, which are critical for what we're doing now. Now we're doing a running fix where we take two bearings. Let's say we're in the fog here, and all we can see is this light, the only thing shining through. So we take a bearing to it, then we note that we're going, we're sailing direction 060, we're going 6.0 knots, and then a little while later at 2230 we take another bearing and it's 282. So now we want to find out where are we based on those two bearings. So we have to move the first one up to the second one to get so-called advance the first one to the second one to get a running fix. And so that's the technique we're going to do now. And so we'll start out with the let's see where, okay, I've got to click this, get the pathway, edit the pathway. I'm going to reuse the bearing line one we defined. It's all in order. I append this. So I'm down here. The first one was 355. That goes up to here. And that's done. I can stop appending that. That's all done. Then I've got another one later. I'll go back to pathways, edit. I'll use bearing line number 2, all in order, append. I'll go somewhere out here, it was, and then somewhere over here. Well, I'll just put it right on top. But right there. Okay, and now I'm done. Append that. So now I'm going to zoom in here and get these on the right spot. The first one looks pretty good. This one I'm going to put right there. Bang, he's in the right spot. Now this one is supposed to be 282 at 2230. Now have I labeled these? No. Let's label this, edit. This one's 2200. We're going to erase all this in a minute, but we might as well keep it tidy here with the notation. And this is 2300. 2230. Okay, good. All right, and that's got to be 282. So let me find 282 is about right there. Okay, there's 282. Okay, so what have I learned here? This is my navigation to date. So at 2200 I knew I was somewhere on this line, but I don't know where. I could have been here, I could have been down here. All I know is that's bearing to that. I was on this line. Then later at 2230 I know I'm somewhere on this line. Again, I don't know where. Here, or there. But one thing I do know, I left this line and I traveled let's see, 6 knots, 60 for half an hour, 3 miles, 3.0 miles in direction 060. So let me just put let me just go here for the heck of it, put a bearing tool up here and go up to 060. Where is that? 060, no, 060. 060, somewhere around there, and there's 3 point. Okay, so look, obviously I was not down here, because if I were down here and traveled 3 miles in direction 060, I'd be here, and I got to end up on this line. So looking at that, whoa, okay, cancel. Nope, I don't want to do that. Okay, let me get rid of this, delete. Okay, yes. So I'm somewhere further up here. But let's do this. We can do this with the tool. We normally what you would do is you would go on here. You would draw a line in direction 060, mark off 3 miles, 3.0 miles. Then take your parallel rulers and move this line from here to here and draw it again. That's the way you do it on paper. But now we have to kind of jury rig that operation here, because we don't have a way to move a line. If we had a way to move a line without rotating it, that would be nice, but not many programs have that feature. So let's do a trick here with the pathways if we can, because we know this was 355, so down this way is 175. So we can do a trick here. Let's go here, create a pathway, and let's make this one red. Okay, red. And we'll give it a name. Let's call it our R fix, our running fix run. That's what we'll call it. We'll keep this there. That's all good to go. Okay. So now let's just go up here anywhere and just put this right here. Okay. No, wait just a minute. I did it wrong. Remember, when you make a pathway, this is the same error I made multiple times the other time. Okay, so I'm going to edit this one. This is what I'm going to use. I have to append, I have to mark it. I'm going to do something. I'm going to make these points. Okay, so I come on here, I put the mark here, and then I come up here. Then I want this to be 3 miles in direction 060. That's 2.5. There's 3. There's 3 in direction 060, so I can let that go. But now I've got a trick. I can come down here and make another mark and bring this one down to 175. Right, oh, there, 175, perfect. So that's equivalent. Now I'm done. Let me get up here and say done. So now I've got my plotting work done, basically. It's the same as if, since this line is 175, that's 175. This is parallel to this, and that's 3.0 miles at 060 apart. So I've done my work. This is equivalent to putting parallel rules here, move it here. So the fix is the intersection of these two right here. So you can just go drop a mark, say okay, and then come in, put this here, right click it, edit it, and there's your latitude and longitude of this fix right there. Okay, so that is a running fix using the pathway tool. Now, one thing we can do, let me just show you this. Okay, so we're all done. We have a fix, and I've got it written, recorded somewhere. But then I can then just do shift and drag here, and I can delete all these waypoints at once. I can clean up myself, delete all the marks, yes. So that's that. Okay, so that's the process. That's a running fix using the pathway tool of qtVlm, and then we'll come back later and actually work some problems out of our workbook.